These horses do not live good qualities of life. These horses exist solely for these people to have a fun time on. That's a problem. God, it's just so funny. It's like pro riders really wonder why people hate them. Hey bitch, and welcome back to another Raleigh Reacts video. If you are new to my Raleigh Reacts videos, these are basically videos of me reacting to horse abuse, animal abuse, but it really can be about anything. All of these videos are submission based, so if you would like to submit any videos, you can DM them or tag me in them on Instagram, on my business Instagram account, which is @orbitingbeasts. But we have a lot of videos, okay girl, we have a lot of videos to get into today, so let's just go ahead and let's get into it.
Vambora, Helena, vambora, Natiele Malaguti, pista liberada para você. Vem a menor da categoria aqui. É o futuro dos três tambores, vambora, Nath. Contornou, primeiro contornou, vambora, Natiele. Concentração, senta na sala, deixou que ela virou bem rei. Vem no terceiro tambor, vem pra dar show, vem pra concluir com pista limpa, reta final, toca defender. 14,322, 14,322.
Whew, of course we had to start off strong, girl. You know, I've been picking on barrel racers quite a bit in my last few videos, but it's honestly just because they deserve it. There's so many bad barrel racers out there, and I know so many people are gonna be like, oh, but Raleigh, I'm a good barrel racer. Oh my god, but Raleigh, I'm like out of the 1% of people who actually is an ethical barrel racer, whatever. I mean, guys, I get it. You know, there's probably maybe one or two barrel racers that are actually decent riders that care, but just the vast majority of them don't. And this is why the sport is basically a joke. There are no barriers to entry. There's not even any rules. Like, there's no rules about how many times you can spur a horse, what type of equipment you can use, how many times you can whip a horse, how badly you can starfish them on the way. Like, there's no rules at all. And that's not the case when it comes to literally any other equestrian sport. If I could take any random person off the street and put them on a horse without them knowing anything and tell them to hold on to the saddle horn and run the horse in a cloverleaf pattern around 3 barrels, they can do it. I guarantee you they would be able to do it. That means it's not a sport. But oh my god, this video is just such irresponsible parenting and just such irresponsible horsemanship in general. It's obviously not the little girl's fault because she's being raised by idiots who have probably less than 2 brain cells to put together. But firstly, the horse is wired. The horse is a typical barrel horse that can't even function normally. No, this is not excited behavior. I don't know how many times I have to say that to people. These horses are stressed, and you can very clearly see that on their faces. But I mean, holy hell, dude, look at the bit. Look at the spurs. Look at the whip. The tack doesn't fit. The little girl has literally no stability at all. She can't ride. I mean, you could put this girl in an English saddle, and I guarantee you she would fall off like that. I guarantee you if this horse decided to stop dead in its tracks, she would fall off like that. This girl cannot ride. She's just as good of a rider as any other random person that you pick up off the street. But on top of everything else, no helmet, really. And I'm so sick of these people who say, well, it's not your kid, so who cares what parents want to put on their kid? Yeah, it's not my kid, but I care if other parents are abusing, beating, and starving their children. This is why CPS exists, okay? This is child endangerment. These are parents that are not putting their child's safety first. It's just extremely negligent on all fronts. And it's just exhausting. I mean, honestly, the amount that I talk about barrel racers and have to call out bad barrel racers is so exhausting. But you know what's been getting me through that? Magic Mind. If you guys are unfamiliar, Magic Mind has the world's first productivity shots. These shots are an absolute staple in my household. They allow you to have all the benefits of traditional caffeine, but just without any of the crashes. There's over 100 studies on the ingredients used within their drinks, and all of the ingredients are 100% safe and tested. Not only does Magic Mind increase your focus, but it also increases your energy and reduces your stress. I've certainly been loving Magic Mind, especially here in Colorado in the winters. Working with my horses has just been so challenging. I'm exhausted all the time, and it just really keeps me going. Magic Mind drinks are seriously incredible, but we would expect absolutely nothing less from the world's first productivity nootropic shot. I wanted to also introduce to you guys, because I know so many of you guys love Magic Mind, they just released their melatonin-free sleep performance shots, which are incredible. So if you guys are interested in checking out Magic Mind, which I know you are, you guys can click my link down below in the description and get 45% off your Magic Mind bundle to try out not only the mental performance shots, but also the sleep performance shots. A big thank you to Magic Mind for sponsoring today's Raleigh Reacts video. Let's go ahead and let's get back to it.
When you accidentally canter for the first time,
Halt, please, halt. Sadie, stop.
I love how all the people are like, oh, Sadie, stop. Whoa, whoa, slow down, slow down. It's like, she can't. She literally can't. It's probably the trainer or the lesson instructor that's saying that because she's maybe a little panicked. She's like, my kid's gonna fall off. She's clearly nowhere even close to being ready to ride in an arena. I guarantee you that if you put this girl in an arena, having her walk and trot on a horse, she would barely be able to function. The way that she's panicking and freaking out when the horse picks up a very light, mild canter is indicative of her not being ready to ride in big spaces yet, on big horses. She needs to be on small horses in a smaller area like a round pen before she's comfortable enough to be on a horse in that big of an arena, on that big of a horse. It just makes me so mad when riding instructors set their lesson students up to fail and then they're shocked. I mean, for them to say, whoa, slow down, what do you expect her to do? She can't. She can't. Her legs are flopping 10 feet up in the sky, okay? She's freaking out. She's not ready to be doing what she's doing, and that's your fault. It's the lesson instructor's fault. How dare you put that child on the horse and then subtly make it seem like it's her fault? I guarantee you the lesson instructor took zero responsibility for that incident, and she was just like, but I told you to slow down, Sadie.
This is fun. This is fun.
Yeah, I bet that hurt. Being stupid should hurt. Obviously, I don't think there's much I can say or add to that video. I mean, that video is just pure instant karma, but it's really astonishing to see the amount of people that think it's acceptable to just run up to random animals. And this is not even specifically related to horses. People who think it's okay to just run up to like someone's dog, you don't know that dog. You don't know that that dog's friendly. People like that, it's just astonishing to me that they've made it that far in their life. I mean, she looks like an adult and she thinks that's funny. I mean, how old are you? 5?
Can you ride or not?
Hell yeah, I can ride. I was riding when I fell off. I'm a regular buckaroo. Certified damn Brock feeling.
When you see videos like this, you should just report them for animal abuse. We talk about this a lot on the channel, but honestly, animal abuse laws are so lenient that the best thing that you can do is report videos like this for animal abuse and animal cruelty. Western riders, the old Western bronc type riders that just throw saddles on horses and whip them around and think that they're doing something, they're literally the worst. These people lack training, they lack knowledge, they lack intelligence.
So as you guys know, I'm in a crowd, and this is how I took a pony from this to this in a single day. So I have been tasked by Burma Camp to come help them. They have a pony that has been out in the field, and a little girl bought her, and she's kind of wild. She likes to throw people into the fence like she's doing to me right here. So that was day one. There were a lot of problems. One, I didn't have my boots, but luckily, if you didn't know, Burma Camp is a military camp. So someone was able to fix my zipper on my boots in a day. So I was able to ride with them. But this was day two. So she ran me again into the fence, and she has a problem. She's very gate sour. She constantly wants to run out of the gate because she's gotten away with it so many times. She also pulls really hard, and so I wanted to first work on her gait problem. She is a gentle responder. This is a horse you have to pat, appreciate, and just have a lot of positive reinforcement with her. So every time she would go past the gate, I would pat her. As you can see, we were able to get her past the gate at the trot in one day, and at the canter as well, which is huge because she hasn't been able to do that. She's still pulling at the canter, so next time I see her, I'm gonna work on more transitions to get her to stop doing that. But this is huge improvement in just 2 days. I'm so grateful for Burma Camp for letting me help out training this.
Before I even say what's on my mind, she has a very long caption, so I'm just gonna read that so that way we're up to date. Helping Burma Camp train Emerson. This mare definitely challenged me the first day, so I figured she was getting stressed with the amount of times I was trying to get her past, so I went to the other side of the arena and just got her forward into a canter. Frying a horse's brain isn't the best, and with this horse, it's not about winning, it's about giving confidence since this horse is also young and has very little training. Day two, after she got to relax from our lesson, we attempted a ride again. She was very much again trying to pull me and run through the gate again, but after petting her, quick circles, fast redirects, she was finally able to move past the gate. She's the type of horse that responds very well to positive reinforcement. Pats, praises, good girls really helped give her confidence and make her a happier horse in the end. By the end of the lesson, she didn't give me any more trouble at the gate and I could canter her past with no issues. I think it's great. I don't think she's a bad rider at all. I actually think she did a really good job trying to assess the situation. This is obviously nothing associated with the rider. This is just looking at the horse and assessing it in general. When you have a horse that is under-muscled and underweight, the horse is not going to be able to move properly and therefore is not going to be able to do the things that you want it to do in the correct manner. And they're going to be a lot more combative when it comes to training. Honestly, this horse is probably a good 100 to maybe 200 pounds underweight. Just looking at it, the horse needs to put on a good bit of muscle and fat. Make sure before you train any horse and before you ride any horse or you start working with your own horses that there's nothing wrong with them health-wise, weight-wise, etc. Then you're actually setting yourself up for success when you finally start working with them. So I hope that makes sense. Again, I'm not trying to belittle the rider or say that the rider is bad in any way. And this isn't her horse anyway, so I'm not trying to attack her or whatever. I just hope that the Burma Camp or whatever it was called actually takes the time to feed their animals, especially if they're using them for work-related purposes. These animals need to actually have proper nutrition. I talked about mounted shooting, and I even made an entire deep dive on mounted shooting and how it's my favorite Western sport. I love mounted shooting. I think mounted shooting is the best Western sport out there. So many mounted shooters are really good riders. Firstly, before anybody says anything, they're not using real ammunition in these guns. Also, the horses are required to have ear protection. So not only do they care about safety for the riders, but also safety for the horses as well. And the majority of mounted shooters are very good riders. They also ride in hackamores, and a lot of them ride bridle-less as well. mostly because they don't want to get in their horse's way. A lot of these riders will drop the reins, they will just use their legs to steer the horses. There's no yanking, pulling, etc., because they need the horse to be able to run at a steady gait so they can accurately shoot at the targets. I think mounted shooting is great. I think it's way better than barrel racing or any other rodeo sport.
For me, every horse is for sale, no matter whether I like to keep them or not.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, money is money and a horse is a horse. And as much as we love them and as much as we'd like to keep the really good ones, they always want to be the ones that people want to buy.
Absolutely. You can hold on to something for a hope, but actually if that time is right and you've got the right money and that horse can go on and help somebody else. And
yeah, like when we buy some of the baby horses that we have in conjunction, like when the owners, and we always have a plan like, oh, if anyone ever offered us this amount of money, we'd always sell. So I think, you know, especially with the big horses that we've got, the top horses, there's always a figure in your head, I think, that you'd like, if someone offered you life-changing money, I would never turn it down.
Yeah, I'm sure you wouldn't. Top riders and pro riders, they always want to make it seem like they love and care about horses, but they really do see horses as disposable, and this video proves it.
We always have a plan like, oh, if anyone ever offered us this amount of money, we'd always sell.
You don't actually care about these animals or see them as animals. You're seeing them more as pieces of machinery than living, breathing animals that are deserving of loving and caring homes. Because these horses just get passed around from rider to rider under the guise that, oh, but it's going to make this next rider even better and it's going to help them improve their show career.
That horse can go on and help somebody else.
Yeah, this is one of the reasons why show jumpers and dressage horses die in their late teens, because of people like this lady who pass these horses around from rider to rider and just use the absolute crap out of these horses every single day until the horse has nothing left to give. And then the horse dies of laminitis at 17. So when someone's going to sit there and say there's nothing wrong with what she's saying, there is something wrong, because this woman is choosing to see animals as machinery that is for her and other riders to selfishly use for their own desires until the horse has nothing left to give. These horses do not live good qualities of life. These horses exist solely for these people to have a fun time on. That's a problem. You're not actually a good, responsible, moral, or ethical animal owner in any way. You're seeing an animal as something disposable for you to use. Could you imagine someone saying this about their dog? I mean, I hope she's actually watching this video right now. You're ruining the equestrian industry, and you're also making pro riders look even worse than they already do. God, it's just so funny. It's like pro riders really wonder why people hate them.
Love that for us. So that's going to end the ride, obviously. I'm going to just trot him around a little bit, just make sure he looks okay.
In the future, just please wear a helmet. And also make sure that you're not riding your horse in dangerous areas. Like, don't take your horse out and ride them on wet grass that they're gonna slip on. So many times accidents like this happen and they can be life-changing. I mean, this girl could have been paralyzed from this. Okay guys, that is it for today's Raleigh Reacts video. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in my next video, but don't forget to check out Magic Mind. That link is going to be in the description down below for you guys to get 45% off your bundle. Additionally, don't forget to check us out on Instagram and Patreon. Those links are also in the description. But I love you guys. I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Okay, bitch, welcome back to another fan art unboxing. I know I didn't do this for my last couple of videos, you guys, but trust me, there is still so much more room available on this wall for fan art. So if you have fan art, definitely send it to me. It is going to be the address in the description down below. First one is from Angie. Oh, look, it's a little bubble art cartoon of Link. How adorable. Look at that, you guys. That's so cute. I love it. Angie says, "Hey Raleigh, I've been watching your videos for years now and you've taught me so much. Keep doing what you're doing. We love you, Angie." Thank you so much, Angie, and thank you so much for the fan art. It's so adorable. Next one. Ooh. This one says thoroughbred quarter horse. That's cute. That's literally what Link is. He's half thoroughbred, half quarter horse, and then a little bit of Holsteiner. This one is from French Frog. Cute, cute. I love it. It says, "For Raleigh, Link, and Brayley. Hey Raleigh, I love your videos and could watch them forever. Exposing people makes me weirdly happy." Same. "My favorite video of yours is you reacting to Free Spirit Equestrian because I love her vids too. Also, I love how you tilt your head back when you laugh. Anyway, enough yapping. Love, French Frog." Aw, thank you so much. This is adorable and thank you for the fan art. Okay, next one from... Oh, look at this one. This is so cute, you guys. This reminds me of some of the artwork that I used to do. Evie. Oh, thank you, Evie. That's so sweet. She says, "Hi, I hope this makes it to you in time to open it. I've been loving your vids. I also ride horses and I've been riding ever since I was 3 years old. Now I'm 10 and I would love one day to own a horse of my own. I just wanted to say I love your videos and I hope you like it." Oh, thank you, Evie. That is so, so sweet. Thank you. Okay, guys, that is it for today's fan art unboxing. Thank you so much to everybody who sent me fan art. Again, that link is going to be in the description down below. But I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.